I can see myself in this. I feel it. It's like you're speaking out of my soul, of my heart. Every person should be understanding this. If they read this, they should be like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Should a dream forget a whole life? A handful contain more than 5. A friendship smile to a sharp knife. A husband give birth for his wife. Your every failure could be mine. Should freedom be compulsory? Stupidity voluntary? Both truth and untruth luxury? Fame and fortune solitary? Sadly, the world would be happy. Should time have to redeem from age? Heaven reach no God through a bridge. Love and hate play mutual judge. Spirits vanish as a mirage. The core must flow outside the edge.
Like the pictures of Dali and like the how's it called again? This kind of surrealism, yes. Kind of imagining like a surrealism poem, because it was not feeling concrete. It was with a lot of space for imagination. But I'm not sure if I quite understand the poem. It just gives me feelings.
I can't explain. Maybe I don't want to explain. I'm feeling that you are looking for something, and found something big and something bigger than you, maybe, and maybe love. I hope you will find it.
You had kind of negative experience in your life, but it didn't make you negative. I think you're a little bit maybe afraid of people, but at the same time it encouraged you to go further, to get new experience, and you express maybe not your pain, I cannot say so, but your experience in the art. Yes, maybe I think in kind of in photo, yes, and also in poem.
Yeah, this picture goes with the poem that I just read. It's cool, it's cool.
I think after bad experience you get your best and good experience.
Like an overthinker, you're making too much in your head, and that's my type of person. Same. Even if it's bothering you or not, you're still thinking about every little decision you do in your life. You can't stop thinking about the small decisions you made in the past or you're going to make in the future. You're too much in your brain. There's too much. Yeah, you're thinking too much.
I feel emotions, many emotions, different emotions from this what I read, from negatives to positives. Everything I read in this text, in this short sentence, the meaning I see this before I read it, the problem in this word, but for the people who stands here and don't think about it, we have to stop this ego, and if we...
I guess this is an example that you think different.
Should a dream forget a whole life? A handful contain more than 5. A friendship smile to a sharp knife. A husband give birth for his wife. Your every failure could be mine. Should freedom be compulsory? Stupidity voluntary? Both truth and untruth luxury? Fame, fortune solitary? Sadly, the world would be happy. Should time have to redeem from age? Heaven reach no God through a bridge. Love and hate play mutual judge. Spirits vanish as a mirage. The core must flow outside the edge.
This poem's very contradictory. So for example, with the line about fame and fortune being solitary, the whole point of being famous is without solitary. So it's just questioning a lot of things.
I was noting these poles that are in the poem, so kind of opposites always, love and hate, friendship, sharp knife, stupidity, voluntary, truth, untruth.
Should a dream forget a whole life, like just to pursue a dream? We don't live our life to the fullest and we forget to live our life. You have to sacrifice a lot of things, to keep everyone happy around you, be it your family, your friends. You can't be 100%, that's what I feel.
They like a friendship smile to a sharp knife.
I like most of all the phrase, a friendship smile to a sharp knife.
Because it's what we can live every day. Your friendship can be a knife sometimes. Sometimes they are killing you, sometimes they are just embracing. And by yourself also. You are your own enemy and your own friends.
For me, friendship is sometimes betraying. I think I changed my opinion about friendship with age. Friend could be just one, and if you are lucky if you have just one even. And the second, a husband give birth for his wife. It's true that husband give a birth for his wife, because I think my partner really gave me like kind of new life, because he supports me and he opens me like an artist, like a person, and I'm very thankful for it.
Empathy. That husband give birth for his wife sentence. I love it. That's love.
I have found love several times, but not enough.
I guess it reflects a lot about how you see your partner, I guess, or you see how people should be with other people, which I think it's fucking cool, because I'm the same.
The second verse, or is it stanza, really speaks to me. Should freedom be compulsory? Stupidity voluntary? Both truth and untruth luxury. It's like a debate that I had with my partner about democracy. So I'm saying that democracy works in a society that is educated, and only when a society is very educated, where people can make informed decisions. And unfortunately, it doesn't work everywhere. I know it's very controversial to think that democracy doesn't work everywhere, but I think it only works in educated societies. Yeah, so, you know, should freedom be compulsory?
I do think freedom should be compulsory.
Should freedom be compulsory? Compulsory, sorry. Stupidity, voluntary, both truth and untruth luxury. Fame and fortune solitary, sadly the word would be happy.
Both truth and untruth luxury.
Stupidity, voluntary, yeah, I think that is a choice in democracies, to not be informed. It's a decision to not be informed, to only choose to believe your truth. I think that's very apparent in the current world that we live in right now, in the current democracies that we see right now. Good work, and it's very beautiful words, very beautiful.
We have to work together to survive the problem we have now. I see this in the sentences, the problems we have and the solutions we can give us. Egocentric, you know what I mean? The ego, the big ego from every human I see.
Many people lose values. They lose their values, their faith especially. Faith in God they lose, faith in family, faith in government. All this is going down since centuries, but especially since decades, but very especially since our internet time. It goes down and down, and that's the point why people making such poems. They tell the people, look at yourself, think about you yourself have to decide.
And I see so much pain in the world as well, and so much hate, and people that have so much privileges, like we in Germany, for example, and others in the global south that have so less privileges, and definitely not a happy place. It's definitely not a happy place. But at the same time, we have friendship, family, love. So it's also a good place. It's both. It's this poles that you can see, that you can find in your poem as well.
We should not compare ourselves to others. I think the people from third world should be happy as well. They should appreciate life, because life is what you make it.
I escaped, I ran away from my country. It does not mean that if you're born here, you should live here. It's a place where you feel something common. Life depends on the place where you are and with whom you are.
There is sadness and there is joy everywhere. Depend always where you are looking for and what you are looking for. And this comes from Christopher Columbus. Everything depends on where you are looking for and what you are looking for.
Should a dream forget a whole life? A handful contain more than five. A friendship smile to a sharp knife. A husband give birth for his wife. Your every failure could be mine. Should freedom be compulsory? Stupidity voluntary? Both truth and untruth luxury? Fame and fortune solitary?
sadly the world would be happy. Should time have to redeem from age, heaven reach no God through a bridge, love and hate play mutual judge, spirits vanish as a mirage, the core must flow outside the edge.
I really like the subjectiveness in the poem. I think that's really important to see that there's a human being behind it, there's a person behind, and not just, if it was supposed to be objectively, then it's not art anymore. I would guess that you might be a dreamer.
You're very opinionated and you're an idealist.
With a lot of creativity.
Your personality, I can tell you a person, a very well-known person. You look like me, like he is. It's a Beatles musician, John Lennon.